morning, students, faculty, family, and my fellow class of 2020. Today, I just want to share some funny stories about my life with you. Since I started to remember things, I always thought that I was a little bit different from my peers. When I was 3, I saw a raccoon toy that belonged to one of my buddies in the neighborhood. I asked if I could borrow that toy several times, but my friend might have been concerned that his toy would vanish in darkness in my hands just in a few days, so he rigidly refused me every time I asked. However, I didn't give up. One day when my mom came out of the house, she saw a scene that she later described as classic. Quoted by my mom, "You pinned that poor kid to the ground, holding the toy in your hand, and you said to him, 'We're friends.'" Soon after, I went to kindergarten, which was such a relief to those kids in my neighborhood. But in kindergarten, I still did something that demonstrated my inexplicable nature. One day in class, our teacher said, "Stop squiggling and follow my actions." She gently kicked one kid, intending to ask him to stop moving. I was confused for about a second, then I used the greatest power to kick that kid without any hesitation. I can't remember anything else that day, but just how suddenly and loudly my friend cried. And he avoided seeing me for months. Now I think about my childhood, I was literally Bruce Lee in a younger version. Then I came to the United States. In the first year, my poor English embellished my history of cringe to a new level. I remembered one day walking to the bus stop, and one friendly neighbor saw me and greeted me. She said, "How is it going?" I said, "Going to school." And from her face, I saw that she doesn't like school that much. In my senior year, the first day I drove to school, I tried to be nice and let other people go first at the intersection in front of the school. I intended to flash my front headlight to let him know, but instead of the headlight, I turned on the windshield wiper that started to scratch the windshield with glass water pumping up. Through the glass water, I vaguely saw the driver waved his arm at me and said thank you. I'm sharing this story with you is to say that life is always filled with some small surprises and frustrations. Laugh at what entertains us and learn from what confronts us. Today, I also want to take this opportunity to thank my family. I was raised by my grandparents when I was young. They always gave me the best of what they had. At the age of 5, I remember my grandparents' black hair, faces with fewer wrinkles, and flexible arms and legs. Now they are both nearly 80, and all their hair has turned white, and it's harder for them to move their bodies like they used to do. But they're still willing to bear a 15-hour flight to America to have Chinese New Year with me here. I also want to give a special thank you to my mom. My mom divorced my birth father when I was 3. She overcame many obstacles along the way of providing the whole family and me a better life. I couldn't imagine how many difficulties she had been through to achieve what we have now. With just a few words, I can't express how much I love you, Mom. I always feel grateful to have them as my family. Please allow me to say something in Chinese since my family doesn't understand English. 感谢你们的陪伴与支持，我爱你们。Thank you.